Yeah, first of all, thanks for coming. I appreciate everyone making the effort to come. It's quite a big turnout, to be honest. Not what I was expecting. So thank you very much for that. As Karen said, there's two things really I want to talk about today and announce today. It's first is my testimonial. It's just I'm immensely proud, to be honest, to be granted the testimonial, and very thankful for the club to put me in this position. 11 unbelievable years at this club, and watching that up there, the clips of it, you know, there's a lot that's gone on over that time, and some unbelievable times, some real highs, and obviously some lows along the way. So yeah, I've had a great time, and it's surpassed anything I could have dreamt of when I first came to the club. Once I spoke to the club about the testimonial, my first thought was all proceeds to go to charity. It was a no-brainer. It was the first thing I wanted to do, and I've always had it in the back of my mind for some time now, really, to want to set up the foundation, and something that I've been passionate about for quite some time, as I say, and this was just the ideal opportunity to kickstart it for me. So yeah, as I say, my first thought was to do that, and setting up the Michael Carrick Foundation gives me a good feeling. It's very satisfying to be in a position to do this, and I just want to make the most of it in terms it's for under 16 children under 16. It's I just wanted to help make a difference, to be honest, and give kids opportunities. When I was growing up, I spent an awful lot of my time at Wallsend Boys Club, and that was just had an absolutely massive influence on me as a person, as a footballer, as an individual, and I just think we're missing something with children these days. Facilities, sports, any activities, they're so expensive, and I just want to try and provide something that's safe environment, and it's somewhere for them to go and develop, and give them a sense of belonging, and yeah, help them improve and grow as individuals, and hopefully I can do that, and as I say, make a difference to children along the way. It's something that I want to carry on. It's not just a one-off thing that goes along with the testimonial. It's something I want to continue doing for as long as I possibly can, and I can remember when I was a bit younger and seeing the likes of Ian Botham doing his walks, he sponsored walks, and that's something that really stuck with me. And he's carried that on for a number of years, and I'm not saying that I'm going to walk as far as him, but it's something that I want to carry on doing. So it's something I'm very passionate about, and I look forward to doing that over the years to come. I'm very much looking forward to the testimonial. It's very exciting. There's been a lot of work that's gone on already, so today is quite a big time for a lot of people to see it's becoming real, and I'm really looking forward to it. So anything you want to ask me about that, then please do now. Yeah, it was certainly my most special moment. There's a few different reasons for that. I mean, to be totally honest, getting the fixture in, picking a date, organising teams and stuff is quite a complicated matter, and it proved to be that. There was a case for having it sort of at the end of the season, the last couple of weeks, which pretty much is impossible to nail down a date in time to organise a game. Pre-season was brought forward, and at the stage a few months ago when we started talking about it, it was too far in advance at my age to be trying to plan if I would still be at the club for starters, because I didn't know how the season was going to go. So this date was given, and it seemed to fit. With the date fitting, it was a case of, obviously it's the end of the season, and to get a full current Man United squad to play against another team was difficult, would have been difficult. So I had the idea of bringing the old 2018 back together again, and it's just taken on from there. It's no disrespect, or I'm not leaving anyone out in any way. I think it's just it's probably in some ways better that it's a totally separate thing, and not influenced or getting in the way with anything the first team are doing.
Michael, do you know what you're doing next season? I've got a proper question, but you mentioned that there. Do you know what you're doing next?
Right now, there's nothing to report, to be honest. Probably now's not the time to make any announcement anyway. Not on a day like this. But yeah, my point was, it was 3, 4, 5 months ago when we started talking about this. Even 5 months ago. So at that stage, to organise a game for next pre-season was just too far in advance. So that's why we picked the day we did.
From the 2018, is everybody available to play? And also, how are you going to decide who plays in the All-Stars team? How are they going to be current players or like?
The All-Stars team is going to be a selection of players I've played against. Some of the best players I've played against, and they'll be announced in the time leading up to the game over the next few weeks and months. It's a challenge actually, because it's on me to put the teams together. So it's there's a bit of responsibility for me for that. But yeah, I mean, the 2018. I'm obviously asking everyone to play. Whether everyone can make it, then everyone's got their own things and schedules, and some lads are still playing, and so I can't guarantee that I'll be 100% the whole team, but I'm pretty sure that it'll be most of the team for sure.
Just on the charity itself, Michael, which you're sort of very passionate about, sort of post-playing, whenever that is, can you see yourself investing a lot of time in that and actually being very present and visible yourself?
I'd like to, yeah. I think it's something that I want to really, as I said, I'm passionate about. It's something that I really believe in and want to do, and I think that's a difference. I'm not doing it just for the sake of it fits the testimonial. It goes fantastic with the testimonial. It's a perfect fit to go together. But I want to carry it on. I want to try and make a difference in some way. How little or large, that time will tell of the funds we raise and stuff like that. But in terms of my time, probably more so when I've finished playing and I've got a bit more time to do that. It's something that I would really love to do, and whether it's every year, 2 years, doing something that stands out would be great. I can tell you now what sort of I'm looking at. I'm looking at working with the Man United Foundation in doing something in Manchester and projects, or 2 or 3 small projects. So again, it depends on the funds raised from the game. I don't want to be in a position where I'm committing money or saying I'm going to do this project, and it depends on what comes in and we'll judge it then. But my idea is working in Manchester and doing something in Newcastle as well, where I'm from, speaking to the North Tyneside Council and having communication with them and just saying what we can do. I don't want to have the funds and for me to decide I want to do this. It's something that is needed in the area, if that makes sense. There's no point in me building a facility if it's not quite right for that area. So I'm really conscious of that, and I want it something that can build and grow and work for quite a number of years. So I'm working with the right people to sort of advise on that.
Testimonials used to be a thing where players got a bit of a final payoff, didn't it? But now it's a real chance, isn't it, for footballers to really do something positive, and will you be hoping for better weather than 2008?
Yeah, I'm certainly hoping for better weather. Yeah, I mean, what was your question again? Say that again. I was thinking about the weather too much.
About the difference between testimonials.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I think it's just a great opportunity. I think to give something back. We've taken so much. I say we as players have taken so much, and we're in a fortunate position now. In the last few years, obviously, there's a lot of money in the game, and players are well rewarded for that, and we understand that. And I feel personally that now I'm in this situation, there's a responsibility for me to give something back as much as I can, and that's certainly what I want to do.
Who's going to manage 2018?
Yeah, I'm holding back the managers for now. I know who is, for definite, but I'm not telling you yet.
After the cup final the other day, you tweeted that you could bottle this feeling, understandably. How long does that keep you driving? I mean, how long do you have in your mind left? What drives you?
Yeah, going back to Sunday, I mean, that feeling's something that it's tough to explain really, unless you go through it. I mean, looking from afar, being a supporter myself as a kid, and when you see teams win things, it's a great feeling. But to personally achieve it is something very satisfying. and it's a feeling that once you get, I quickly learned that you need to look forward. You know, you need to get that feeling and appreciate that feeling of what you've achieved, but you need to look forward, that came from me. There was a big change in sort of my mentality on how I approached things. Was my first season here at United, we won the league, and then about a week or two later we lost the FA Cup final. And if you had asked me then about winning the league, that was everything for me. You know, winning my first league title was unbelievable, and I thought that would have been the best summer for me. But actually, it was probably one of my worst in football terms, because we lost the FA Cup, and it was. I think looking back, it might have been a good thing, because it brought me down to earth a little bit, and to made me realise actually it's the next one that counts. It's not the last one or the one before that. It's the next one, and that's something that I've learned from this club since I've been here. That's the culture of the club, and that's how it should be. So that's how it is now. Sunday was an unbelievable feeling to get my hands on the trophy again. But we were back in Wednesday morning training, and by then there was no mention of it. It was looking forward to Saturday and moving on.